Hi, boys and girls. Please go ahead and find your packet that says informational writing, the three types of mammals. We're going to be using this packet this week as we prepare for our writing that we're going to begin next week. This week, we're going to be reading some articles and answering some questions. And then next week, when we go to write, we're going to be using those articles as our evidence inside of our informational writing. Please turn the page to the first article titled, "Is that mammal a carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore?" And I'd like you to pause the video now, and I'd like you to take a minute or two and read this article independently. Independently means by yourself. So please read this article by yourself. And then go ahead. So notice it's 1 and 2 pages. It's the front and the back. And then you're going to answer these few questions here on this page about the article that you've read. Then I want you to unpause this and read it again with me and double check your answers to make sure you're happy with the answers that you've picked. So pause it now, and then we'll come back and we'll read together. Is that mammal a carnivore, herbivore, or omnivore? A mammal can be a carnivore, meat eater, herbivore, plant eater, or omnivore, meat and plant eater. By looking at the teeth, eye position, and feet, you can usually identify which of the three it is. First, let's look at the teeth. If the mammal has long, sharp canine teeth next to the front incisor teeth, and also has sharp cheek teeth, carnassials, it's a carnivore. The canines are for seizing and stabbing prey. The carnassials help cut up meat in the mouth. If the mammal has either blunt canines or no canines and has big flat sides and back teeth, premolars and molars, it is a herbivore. Herbivores use their molars for crushing and grinding plants. But what about herbivores that do have large front teeth? Beavers, for example, have huge front incisors, and river hippos have 2 huge lower canines. Well, beavers use their incisors for chewing through bark, branches, and even trees. And hippos use their canine tusks for defense and fighting, not for chewing. But both beavers and hippos have large flat molars they use for grinding up the plant matter. If the mammal has a variety of all kinds of teeth, canines, incisors, premolars, and molars, it is an omnivore. It has a variety of teeth because it eats a variety of foods, both meats and plants. I'm going to turn to the back page, but if you haven't already looked at your text features here, be sure you look at those pictures and read the captions that are underneath. Now let's talk about eye position. Carnivores and omnivore mammals have eyes in front to help them spot and judge the distance of a prey. Think of the rhyme, eyes in front, help them hunt. Herbivores' eyes are located more on the side of their head. This gives them a wider view, helping them to spot predators sooner so they can flee. Think of the rhyme, eyes on side, help them hide. And finally, there are the differences in feet. Carnivores almost always have claws to hold prey, climb trees, dig for food, and fight. They also have soft pads on their feet so they can sneak up on prey. Omnivore mammals may have claws like bears or hands like primates for grabbing food. Herbivores, meanwhile, often have hooves to help them run away. Or like the beaver and capybara, some or all of them, their feet may be webbed to help them swim away. So again, here's a couple more pictures and captions underneath. Be sure you read those. And now you have probably answered these questions, but I want you to go back and double check to make sure that after we've read together, you're still happy with the first answer that you've picked. All right, do your best, and we will double check these tomorrow during our Zoom lesson.